Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. Today is quite the show, and it's going to be such a show. I'm telling you now, there could be a drone strike on it. It's that good. It's that good. And the only thing, if it gets this good, the president can decide all by his lonesome, kill him.
Or some high-ranking official.
Right. I'd like to know.
High-ranking informed official.
Yes, informed.
They can't.
They've got to be
Why
informed.
do you even have to say
they've
that?
got to be informed.
Why do you even have to say that? Of course they're informed. They're a high-ranking official. I mean, only high-ranking officials could make a decision like this. It's not just anybody that higgledy-piggledy could say, hey, let's kill the Americans with a drone. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. Not only is this really, really good for us, because some high-ranking informed official decides we are a menace to society or we are trouble or somehow or another we're involved in something to overthrow the government, and who knows those people better than this president? Who knows people that, if you want to be an expert on something, you have to immerse yourself in it. And he's done it. I mean, he's surrounded by all those people who have tried to overthrow the United States of America and have been violent people that, have built bombs and nail bombs and killed people, police officers and things like that. So he knows it. So he can spot it a million miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even a million miles away. The show is that good. The president could say, I think these guys are a danger. And who has a problem with that? I read the New York Times story this morning. Yes, New York Times editorial. This should be the front page of every single paper in America. The new white paper that has been leaked to NBC News. The one that the Congress has been asking for and asking for and asking for, and the White House has said, we don't need to give it to you. The white paper that says the courts have nothing to do with this. They can't interfere. The white paper that says the Congress has nothing to do with this and they can't interfere. If the president decides you're dead, you're dead. A lot of people will say that's a dictatorship, but
or a mob hit.
Are you?
Do what must be done over there. Take care of this problem for me, and I will do you a favor in return.
Where do I have to take care of the problem?
Where?
Yeah.
Over there. You take care of this problem for me over there.
All right.
And I will do a favor for you over here.
What?
Crappy directional mob movie you're talking
I don't know.
about.
I'm sure. Can I get the coordinates of where that hit needs to be?
Is this like GPS, the mob movie?
It's the mob movie that unfolds at the White House every day.
Need the coordinates, sir. Over there. Over there. No, the coordinates. How far over there?
It's over there.
A little more over there?
You're
less
bothering me. It's over there.
So we have a story that I'd like to know where it is on the front page of your paper. Where is it?
It is, I would say, getting some coverage, though. This is not the
getting some coverage.
I would say a significant amount, though. I mean, they're not being completely. First of all, NBC News is the one reporting it. You just quoted the New York Times. It's all on CNN for sure yesterday, significantly.
Yeah, New York Times editorial page. New York Times editorial page. Here is the.
But is anybody having a cow over it like they did with Bush?
Wiretaps.
Really?
This is so much worse than wiretaps.
Oh, my gosh.
Wiretaps. Okay, we're going to listen to you. That's really bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. We're going to listen to your conversations. Okay, got it. We're going to take people off the battlefield, and we're going to put them in Guantanamo Bay. The ones who have guns and are trying to kill us, we're going to put them in Guantanamo Bay. Okay, sure. Some people say that's bad. I think if you're on the battlefield and you're trying to kill us, I think we can shoot you in the head. I think we can take you as a prisoner of war. You're on the battlefield. We're talking about American citizens anywhere in the world.
Summarily executed.
Just executed by the President of the United States because he says that it's crazy. So I'm reading the New York Times, and you would not believe how many comments underneath it are, oh, you want another 9/11 to happen? No, I don't want another 9/11 to happen, but I also don't want the president of the United States just to be able to fly a drone over and kill us. You know, let's just say this. If the president of the United States says that they can fly a drone over anywhere and fly it because the president deems that this person is trouble. Can China fly a drone over the United States and kill somebody here in the United States that they say is a danger?
No,
they
cannot.
No, why not?
Because we're America. We get to do crap that other countries don't get to do. I mean, that's certainly been going on for how long? It's not
that's going to be a problem now because this technology is going to be everywhere.
And it's also so cheap. I mean, the issue being that this is not nuclear weapons that are very difficult to deliver and hide. I mean, this is cheap and small. I mean, they were showing some drone pictures yesterday on the news when they were talking about this story, where it was like teams of 40 drones, say the size of half your hand, a large bug, essentially, and flying in formations like you'd have, like in a Star Wars movie where you had Attack of the Clones, and you'd see them flying, and then they would split into formations of like 1/4 each, all going in different directions, and then regrouping and going through small window openings. I mean, it was insane. And this is the stuff they're showing on the news. What can they actually do with it?
Hey, Stu, there seems to be a fly.
It does.
Over there.
Over there.
It's over there.
Bad. Really bad.
But Carney was asked about it yesterday, and he explained it really well.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I think you're going to feel differently when you hear his explanation.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The president takes his responsibilities very seriously. And first and foremost, that's his responsibility to protect the United States and American citizens.
Oh, good.
He also takes his responsibility in conducting the war against al-Qaeda as authorized by Congress.
Hold it. I thought al-Qaeda was done. Didn't this administration say al-Qaeda was done? What war against al-Qaeda? They said it was over. That al-Qaeda wasn't even important anymore. What do you mean they're conducting a war against al-Qaeda? It's over.
Wasn't the war decimated?
Yes.
Weren't they decimated?
Yes. Yeah. Al-Qaeda had been decimated, and there was nothing to worry about al-Qaeda anymore.
It says throughout the document, al-Qaeda and their related entities, but I thought there was no Islamic extremism either. So I don't know what related entities could even be there. This is a strange development.
Yeah, it is.
In a way that is fully consistent with our Constitution and
it's fully consistent.
The applicable laws.
The Constitution. Okay.
We have acknowledged.
Hang on just a second. I don't remember the execution part of the Constitution where the president or some informed officials can just sign off on the execution of an American citizen without any judicial review. None. Zero. Where is that in the Constitution?
It's in the Yemen clause.
Oh.
Yeah, if they're in Yemen and they're having breakfast and they've said things you don't like, you may kill them. You may kill them. Yeah. You got to look into the Good
Yemen
and Plenty clause, and then it's right under that.
It's the Yemen clause.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. So
sometimes we use remotely piloted aircraft to conduct targeted strikes against specific al-Qaeda terrorists in order to prevent attacks on the United States and to save American lives.
Okay. Now
we conduct those strikes because they are necessary to mitigate ongoing actual threats, to stop plots, prevent future attacks, and again, save American lives. These strikes are legal. They are ethical, and they are wise.
And they are wise. If this was George Bush, I mean, the media would be apoplectic.
Fully with you on that. I mean, they did it for, you're right, phone calls.
Oh, no, yeah, and not just the media, but all the minions of the left would be screaming at the top of their lungs about how unconstitutional and awful this is, and we're losing our liberty.
Now, I don't think, because I struggle with this a little bit more than you guys do, and I know Glenn's got this look on his face like he can't believe what the world has become. And I understand that. it's when you put it in these terms, it's definitely difficult. And I don't trust this guy with this power, which is
if I would have said this to you, and I think I did say some of these things to you in the last 10 years, you did call me crazy. And I thought they were crazy. When we were talking around the turn of the century, Stu, remember we were talking about around the turn of the century. Remember when we were talking about all the technology that was coming and everything else? And I said, it could turn out really, really, really bad. It seemed crazy to say that the president could, somebody could just go and kill you on the other side of the planet with something the size of a butterfly. We're here. And nobody is thinking about ethics. We're not even debating it. We're not even debating the president of the United States having the ability, and not even him. He's not even responsible. Some other unnamed guy. I hate to be sexist. Was that sexist? My gosh.
Yeah, it was. Could be a woman. Could easily be a woman.
Could be a dog. We don't know.
It's a high-ranking official.
We're in a transhumanist kind of era. What are we doing?
Thank you.
Could be half man, half woman, half robot, half dog. That's a lot of halves. But if you continue to cut things in half, we could do it. Let's dream. Let's move forward. If some person that's we don't even know is making this call, how far out of touch are we? How lost is our Constitution? How lost is our country when we're not even debating it? And then people are saying we don't even need debates.
I don't know why you're so worried. I'm reading right here from the white paper that explains exactly what their justification is and what they need to consider. And I think you'll, again, just like the Carney thing, you'll be on board after you hear this.
Okay.
When we're talking about due process, you'd think an American citizen needs that. But he says here, the process due in any given instance is determined by weighing the private interest that will be affected by the official action. The guy that gets killed.
Yeah.
And you weigh that against the government's asserted interest and the burdens the government would face in providing greater process.
Oh, my God.
So if it's really hard for them to get the process, obviously you weigh that against the life of that person that you just killed.
It's only one person, and it's life. Big deal. It's just one life. I mean, the government is going to have to do work to be able to prove it.
Is it better for the collective?
It is
to
better
kill the guy?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is. It's only one life. It's better for the collective.
Thank you. Then let's start killing let's continue killing American citizens without due process, except for that one. That process is a good.
That's a good rule of thumb, and I don't even think we need to have it written down. And nobody really needs to see it. It's just a good rule of thumb.
We all just understand that they're doing the best they can.
They're doing the best they can. And keeping the burden down off the government. You don't want to burden the government when they have to kill somebody.
Right.
Why? You know what we should do? We should just take Americans and tie a big stone to them and throw them in the lake. And if they float, they were terrorists. No. Yes, if they float, they're terrorists. If they sink, they're terrorists.
That's pretty good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, because then you'll know.
I wanted to make sure I got that right. You have to float, and you are a terrorist. So then we have to kill you. And if you sink, we know you were a terrorist.
We didn't have to kill you.
We didn't have to kill you because your own sin of being a terrorist
weighed you down,
along with a big stone that we tie around your waist. It worked for Salem. Why won't it work now? Everything old is new again.